Now, there's a lot of flexibility as to what you could sell. It could be a real property. It could be stock. In fact, we have lots of investors who have short-term stock gains who invest those into qualified opportunity zones, which is a real tax advantage because the tax rate's much higher. It could be long-term capital gains from stock sale. You could sell a business. You could sell artwork. You could sell pretty much anything. I think recently there's been some talk of crypto now that that's an asset class. Anything you're going to have to pay a capital gains tax on. That's number one. You can also invest all or part of it into one of these projects. So, you may have $100,000 gain from the sale of the stock. You may say, I'm going to put 50,000 of it into a qualified opportunity zone project and pay tax on the other. Right. So the benefit of that is that money gets to be used in the project until the tax is paid. Right. So you're basically using the government's money that you would have paid taxes towards your investment in that project. Now you do have to pay taxes on it, which we'll get into in this session, but you get a deferral. So that's a very, very important part of this program. It also does not work for a self-directed IRA, as an example. Qualified plan money does not work for the program.
Anthony Cheng, you have partnered up with us on a number of these very successful opportunity zone developments. Talk to us a little bit about why you've done that and some parts of the program that maybe we haven't touched on yet that you personally have used and some of your other partners and investor friends have used very successfully with this program.
Yeah, so as mentioned, I got into the whole opportunity zone industry because I myself had a capital gain. I was working in real estate development. I had a building that we had to sell at that time. And so when I had that capital gain, we needed a place to really shield that capital gain and make sure it's tax efficient. So by putting it into an opportunity zone project, we were able to defer that capital gain through tax year 2026, which means we're actually going to pay that tax in 2027. But we were also able to get bonus depreciation. And when the project goes to be sold in 10 years from now, because as you know, for OZ deals, you got to hold this investment for 10 years, all of that bonus depreciation will not be recaptured. So that's huge for us. Another advantage that's coming up in the new OZ 2.0 regs, which are going to kick in 2027, is when investors come into those projects and you hold your investment for 5 years, you're actually going to get a portion of that capital gains payment forgiven. It's basically stepping up that basis at that point. So investing into most projects at that time, holding it for 5 years, you're going to get a 10% haircut off of that capital gains payment, which is great because nobody likes to pay more tax. And then at the very end, as Nick mentioned, when we actually go to sell the project in 10 years, any further appreciation above your investment is tax-free. There's no more capital gain on that, or what we call it, no more gain on gain. So all of these are just tremendous tax benefits for an investor coming into an OZ project.